Hi guys. Well, you've seen this one before. It's my 24-inch Rockford shaper, and it's a pretty much just a plain shaper, 24-inch. Doesn't have any options, It's a plain Jane shaper. So what I came up with, what I want to share with you today, anyway, is an air operated tool lifter that I've got built for it. So let's go take a look. Excuse me. So we got an air cylinder right there. 2 lines. I made a simple bracket to hold the cylinder on. If I want to take this off, you just take these 2 bolts out and slip the bracket off. There's a chain on here. Slip that off and you're back to a common shaper again. And clapper. So let's go to the back. Back here we got a regulator and a water trap, and also an electrical box. The tool lifter is wired into the machine, so I don't have to have a separate cord and everything for it. The air is just hooked up with my air hose with a quick coupler. So if I want to use it, I just plug the air in. That's all I got to do. And then this here is a 2 by 2 by 1/4 aluminum angle, which, as you can see, I cut a long slot in there. I did that on the boring mill. And then we have our air valve here, which is on 2 bolts. So you loosen these 2 bolts up and you can slide the air valve anywhere you want to or need to. These 2 knobs here are for the stroke adjustment on the machine. So you get your stroke set where you want it at, and then you set your valve where it needs to be at. The air is operated and the cylinder is actuated with this valve. I did have to make a longer arm here because the other one was only about 2 inches long. This is about 4. So now when I move the valve, you can probably hear this. That's operating the valve. That would be operating it up here. Go up, down, up, down. Now it doesn't have to lift that tool very high off the work, just high enough that it doesn't drag. So let's start the machine up and see if this works, huh? I got it on a slow setting right now. We're about 15 feet per minute. So we're going to go there and see how it works. So now watch it pick it up. Drop it back down. It should start cutting here pretty soon, or I'll go speed it up. As you can see how it raises it up and then lets it down. speed it up a little bit. That's the low side of the hydraulics. So let's go to the fast side of the hydraulics. Well, now it's starting to cut a little bit. Now let's watch the valve. Now let's see how it works a little better at a little faster. That's about 60 feet per minute. I was just lifting that tool off a little bit. That's all you need. So if I want it to go higher up, there's some washers right there on the cylinder. I could take a washer out, which will raise it up a little bit higher. I also have a spring mounted in there, so it doesn't bang so much. Tell you what, let's try a little faster. That's my lever right there for the speed control. We're about 90 feet per minute right now. So it's moving right along, huh? About done with this cut. Yep, we're all done. So, that's my air-operated tool lifter. I think it's a success. Here's the washers. I say I could take one of these washers out and it will shorten, or not shorten, it'll raise up the tool lift a little bit more, but it's clearing, and it's hard to see on camera, but it does clear. So I thought I'd share that with you. And I think now we'll go take a little walk around the Bridgeford lathe. I've got some more stuff done on it, and show you some of that. It ain't done, but still working on it. Here's a little video clip on the big Bridgeford lathe. The tailstock all put together. Carriage is all put together on there. Got me a light put on it. And it works. Gonna be mounting some different handles on I picked up, because that's what came with it. And this one has nothing on it and no dial. I've never seen a lathe that did not have a dial on there. I don't know if there was one and somebody took it off or what, but anyway, we're gonna put some nice fancy ones on here and see how they work. And we kind of tore apart the headstock. We'll go around and take a look at that. Here's the back side of the carriage. Part of that right there that's part of the taper attachment. I made oilers for this thing. Drilled holes in there so that drips right down on the ways, and I got some wicking material in there. I got that on all four corners. This is a 1940s something machine, so it has brass bushings. That's the front one. It is 8 inches long and 8 1/4 inch tube. So yeah, it's about 8 1/4, 8 1/4. That's the front one. And there's a pile of shims that can be removed. So it's in good shape. And that's the back bearing, which, as you can see, probably not too well, but that's 5 inches wide there. That's the top of the gearbox. And there's the main spindle tube with the gears on it. I know it's going to be kind of dark right here, but there's my flashlight. That's the main drive gear. It's like 4 inches wide. And it only has 3 speeds. Those 3 right there. But we got to take that all off. Or take it not off, take it out. And to clean up down below in there, because it's, you know, filthy dirty. And like I say, one time this machine had been in a flood, so it needs a little work.